The glass breaks at 2:47 a.m. I'm awake before the second shard hits the floor. 17 years training Marines to kill with their bare hands leaves you with one truth carved into your bones. Hesitation is death. I move before I think. Sarah's room is at the end of the hall. The shattering window was hers. I slip through the dark house like water, silent, controlled. My wife doesn't wake. Good. She doesn't need to see any of this. And I already know who it is. Tyler Brennan. My daughter's ex. The one she dumped 3 months ago. The one who kept calling, kept showing up, kept stalking until she filed a restraining order. The one whose father wears a badge and thinks that makes his son untouchable. I reach Sarah's door. Through the crack, moonlight outlines him. 6 feet 2 inches, maybe 220, ex-football star with more ego than discipline. A hunting knife glints in his hand. Serrated edge. 8 inches. Sarah is awake, pressed against her headboard, shaking. Tyler, please, she whispers. You embarrass me, he snarls. That restraining order? You made me look weak. My dad says you lied. Says you humiliated us. He steps closer. I'm here to fix it. I open the door. Tyler spins. Knife up. Chest heaving. Get the under from the route, he spits. This is between me and her. I don't respond. I'm cataloging everything. Right hand grip. Amateur hold. Weight on heels. No training. Dangerous, yes. But only in the way a scared animal is dangerous. You're just a washed-up jarhead, he says. You can't protect her. Not from me. Not from my family. Sarah's crying now. Quiet. Helpless. I step into the room empty-handed. Walk away, I say softly. He laughs. Or what? Call the cops? My dad is the cops. Then he lunges. 45 seconds. That's all it takes. Later, detectives will try to map it out on paper. Paramedics will try not to gag. Sheriff Brennan will try to kill me. But in those 45 seconds, none of that exists. There is only my daughter. And the instinct drilled into me by 17 unforgiving years. Tyler's lunge is wild. Overextended. Predictable. I step inside his reach. Redirect the blade. Trap the arm. Hyperextend the elbow. The knife clatters to the floor. His scream tears through the room. I drive my palm into his nose. Bone crunching beneath the strike. Blood sprays across the dresser. I sweep his leg. He crashes down, his skull bouncing off wood on the way. He tries to rise. I end that thought with a knee to his solar plexus. Ribs crack. His breath leaves him in a wet gasp. I take the arm that once held the knife and lock it. Pressure. More pressure. A wet, sickening pop. His scream is raw and animal. Then I shift. A controlled strike to L4, L5. Not lethal. Just permanent. Tyler goes still. Paramedics arrive 12 minutes later. Sarah called 911 the moment he hit the floor. Smart girl. Tyler is conscious, crying, paralyzed from the waist down. Spinal trauma, a paramedic mutters. God, he's never walking again. I stand in the corner. Blood on my hands. None of it mine. Sarah is wrapped in her mother's arms, trembling. Then police arrive. Not deputies. Sheriff Brennan. 55. Thick. Arrogant. A man who thinks his badge is divine armor. He sees his son on the stretcher and rounds on me. You're under arrest. I don't move. Your son broke into my home, I say. He held a knife to my daughter's throat. I stopped him. You crippled him, he roars. I protected her. Brennan steps closer, hand drifting to his gun. I don't give a for what he did. That's my son. You're going to prison. No, I say quietly. I'm not. The body cam saved me. One of his deputies had it running department policy. Caught everything. Brennan threatening to arrest a man defending his daughter. Brennan reaching for his weapon. Tyler on the floor with the knife. Sarah describing the break-in, the stalking, the threats. Brennan saying, I don't give a what he did. The footage went straight to the state attorney. Not from me. From the deputy wearing the camera. Turns out Brennan had been burying his son's crimes for years. DUIs, assaults, stalking, all swept away under his father's badge. 3 months later, Brennan was removed from office. Tyler took a plea deal. 5 years for breaking and entering, assault with a deadly weapon, and violating a restraining order. He'll serve it in a wheelchair. His father never apologized, never acknowledged what his son tried to do. Just vanished into another county working private security. Sometimes he pops up in local news pretending to care about corruption. The irony is almost funny. Last year Sarah graduated. She's a paralegal now. Works with domestic violence survivors. She called me last week. "Dad," she said, "I never thanked you." "You don't need to." "Yes, I do. You saved my life." I thought of Tyler, the knife, the 45 seconds. The sound of vertebrae giving way. "I'd do it again," I said. And I meant it. I don't train Marines anymore. Retired a year after the incident. But sometimes late at night I think about those 17 years. All the men I trained, all the things I taught them. And I remember that when it mattered most. When my daughter's life hung on a breath. Every instinct came back clean, precise, merciless. No hesitation. Just protection. And I sleep just fine.